Is it diabetic neuropathy, or just your metformin? Imagine sitting down in your favorite armchair at the end of a quiet evening, looking forward to a night of restful, uninterrupted sleep. But the moment you stretch your legs out under the blankets, an all too familiar sensation begins to creep across your toes. It starts as a faint, cold numbness, but within minutes, it intensifies into a persistent, frustrating tingling, or perhaps a deep, burning ache that radiates through the soles of your feet. If you are over the age of 60 and you have been managing your blood sugar with absolute diligence every single day, this exact physical friction point is likely something you recognize all too well. For most older adults, experiencing this kind of progressive discomfort leads to an immediate and deeply concerning conclusion. You assume, and perhaps your doctor has even gently agreed, that you are experiencing the early warning signs of diabetic neuropathy, a progressive and irreversible degradation of your peripheral nerve pathways that you simply have to endure as the inescapable tax of managing a chronic condition over time. Most people assume this is caused by aging and blood sugar changes alone. It isn't. In fact, what clinical researchers have recently discovered completely flips that assumption on its head, revealing that the true cause of your discomfort might be something else entirely. What if that frustrating burning sensation in your feet isn't your underlying condition worsening at all? What if, instead, it is a completely silent, unintended consequence of the very daily medication sitting on your kitchen counter? The exact pill you take, without fail, to protect your long-term health. For millions of seniors, a life-saving daily prescription is quietly creating an incredible biological illusion in their bodies, one that mimics nerve damage so perfectly that even experienced clinicians miss it entirely during routine exams. Before you assume you are doing everything right, there is something critically important you should know about how your daily routine interacts with your nervous system over time. This brings us to a major clinical blind spot that is currently affecting up to 1 in 3 adults over the age of 65 who rely on long-term metabolic therapy. Later in this video, we will discuss the one specific laboratory marker that health experts believe could make the biggest difference in uncovering this mystery, along with a simple 3-step routine you can easily execute tomorrow morning to shield your balance and keep your walking stride completely steady. But before we get there, it is vital to understand why this hidden interaction happens in the first place, and why your body might be signaling for help in a way that standard blood tests completely overlook. Have you noticed any of these subtle changes in your feet or your balance recently? Let us know down in the comments below, because sharing these everyday physical experiences helps our entire community learn how to navigate these challenges with far more confidence. When you are deeply committed to protecting your longevity, you do everything you are supposed to do. You monitor your daily meals, you keep up with your walks around the neighborhood, and you take your prescriptions exactly as directed. Yet, it can feel incredibly discouraging to do everything right, only to notice that your legs feel just a bit heavier when you stand up from a chair, or that you find yourself reaching out for the hallway wall to steady your balance first thing in the morning. That is exactly where the real opportunity for a breakthrough begins. What began for researchers as a simple investigation into everyday medication safety has turned out to involve something much larger, uncovering an intricate relationship between your digestive health and the protective lining of your nerve endings. The surprising part is that many older adults never realize this connection exists until it begins to directly impact their daily mobility. They assume that progressive numbness or coldness in the lower limbs is simply a sign that their body is slowing down, or that their circulation isn't quite what it used to be. But the truth is, the opposite may actually be true. Your circulatory pathways might be completely clear, and your blood sugar numbers might be sitting perfectly within your doctor's target range. Instead, your peripheral nerves may simply be starved of a single, vital biological building block, a microscopic nutrient that your body absolutely requires to maintain the protective insulation around your nervous system. When that specific insulation begins to wear thin due to a hidden medication interaction, the electrical signals traveling from your brain to your feet become disrupted, resulting in the exact tingling, buzzing, or burning sensations that closely mirror diabetic nerve damage. How can a trusted, protective daily medication quietly interfere with such a critical nutrient pathway? Why do standard annual blood panels continuously miss this specific cellular deficiency, leaving thousands of seniors to struggle with a problem that might be completely straightforward to address? Scientists have finally uncovered an entirely different piece of this diagnostic puzzle, tracking exactly how certain long-term therapies subtly alter the delicate lining of your stomach, transforming a highly effective daily medicine into an unintended barrier to nutrient absorption. And the number one factor behind this breakdown isn't what most people expect. It involves a highly specific cellular gateway in your lower digestive tract that requires a very precise environment to function correctly, an environment that your daily blood sugar prescription can quietly alter over months and years of consistent use. This realization changes everything about how we look at senior self-care and independent mobility. It means that you are no longer forced to simply accept progressive foot discomfort or a loss of balance as an unfixable part of your life. But there is one specific warning sign regarding how this nutrient shortage develops over time that you should never ignore, because catching it early opens up a powerful opportunity to shield your independence and restore your physical confidence before it impacts your walking stride. As we move into the next section, we are going to dive straight into the peer-reviewed clinical data to look at the exact biological mechanism behind this medical illusion, exploring precisely how your daily pill interacts with your digestive system, and revealing the essential questions you need to bring to your next doctor's appointment to find out if this is happening to you. To truly understand how a highly effective daily medicine can slowly transform into a hidden obstacle for your nervous system, we have to look closely at a concept clinical researchers refer to as the silent depletion timeline. When you are first prescribed a medication to support your metabolic health, your body handles the adjustment beautifully. Your blood sugar stabilizes, your laboratory trends improve, and your internal organs receive the protection they need. But what happens next completely changed how experts viewed this issue over the long term. For the first few years of your daily routine, everything appears completely normal on the surface. This stability occurs because your body possesses an extraordinary built-in safety net, a heavily fortified storage facility located directly inside your liver. Under normal circumstances, your liver stores a massive multi-year reserve of vital neurological nutrients, specifically designed to protect your brain and peripheral nerves during times of temporary shortage. Because of this deep internal reserve, you can go months or even years with severely reduced nutrient absorption in your digestive tract without noticing a single negative symptom in your day-to-day life. But the surprising part is that many older adults never realize this internal safety net is emptying until it is completely too late. Day after day, as the daily tablet is processed by your digestive system, it subtly alters the local environment of your lower intestine. It doesn't cause obvious pain, and it doesn't typically trigger noticeable digestive upset. Instead, it works like a silent, microscopic gatekeeper, quietly turning away the vital compounds your body needs while allowing your medication to be absorbed perfectly. Before you assume your body is processing everything normally, there is something critically important you should know about how time and dosage alter this equation after age 60. Clinical data published in the Journal of Clinical Diabetology shows that this subtle barrier to absorption responds directly to two specific factors: how many milligrams you take each day, and exactly how many years you have been taking them. Patients who take a standard daily dose of 1,000 milligrams or more, and who have maintained this exact routine for more than 4 continuous years, experience a dramatic acceleration in how quickly their internal reserves are depleted. Once those deep liver reserves run low after years of unacknowledged malabsorption, your peripheral nerve pathways are suddenly left without their primary chemical shield. This is the exact moment when the very first signs of physical friction begin to appear, often starting as a subtle occasional coldness in your toes, a slight loss of position awareness when walking in the dark, or that faint, persistent buzzing sensation under your skin. Many seniors say this was the exact timeline where they noticed their balance starting to drift. Have you noticed a similar pattern in your own health journey? Perhaps realizing that your balance felt just a bit more uncertain after a few years on your current prescription? Conversations like these help all of us understand our bodies better and age with far more confidence, so feel free to share your experience below. What began as a simple, highly responsible health habit can slowly evolve into a complex, hidden risk factor for your independent mobility. Because this depletion happens over such a long, gradual timeline, it creates a massive diagnostic puzzle for both patients and physicians. When you mention the growing numbness in your feet during a routine checkup, It is incredibly common for the issue to be viewed through the lens of standard aging or advancing blood sugar challenges. The true culprit remains completely hidden from view, tucked away inside the complex architecture of your lower digestive tract. And that's when scientists uncovered an entirely different piece of the puzzle, realizing that this internal blockade doesn't happen in the stomach, nor does it happen in the bloodstream. Instead, the medication selectively interferes with a highly localized, specialized cellular gateway located in the final section of your small intestine, an anatomical region known as the terminal ileum. Under normal conditions, this specific gateway acts like a highly sophisticated security lock, requiring a very precise biological key to open up and allow neurological nutrients to pass safely into your blood vessels. But the truth is, the daily medication you rely on introduces a subtle, alternative electrical charge to the surface of this digestive membrane, effectively changing the lock and preventing the key from turning. This localized interaction is so specific that it leaves every other vitamin and mineral completely untouched, allowing your body to absorb proteins, fats, and carbohydrates perfectly, while silently turning away the single most important compound required to preserve the structural integrity of your nerve fibers. This partial explanation helps clear up one of the greatest mysteries surrounding long-term metabolic care. It explains why your energy levels might remain steady, your weight might stay perfectly managed, and your general lab reports might look clean, even while your peripheral nerves are quietly experiencing a state of localized starvation. But before we get to the test itself, we must look directly into the fascinating chemistry of your lower intestine to see exactly how your daily pill creates this cellular blockade. And the primary strategy to unlock this pathway isn't what most people expect, because it doesn't involve adding more heavy medications or altering your essential prescriptions. As we move forward into the deep science of how your nerves protect themselves, we are going to look directly at the specific anatomical layer that is currently experiencing this structural starvation. In the next section, we will uncover exactly how this nutritional shortage damages the delicate electrical wiring of your lower limbs, exploring the precise physical transition from a simple digestive blockage to a serious, long-term threat to your independent mobility and balance. To fully appreciate the urgency of this hidden interaction, we must look at exactly what happens to a nerve pathway when it is chronically starved of its vital cellular fuel. Think of your peripheral nerves as a highly intricate network of delicate copper communication wires that span from the base of your spine all the way to the tips of your toes. In a healthy body, these organic wires are completely surrounded by a thick, protective insulating layer known as the myelin sheath. This biological insulation serves an incredibly critical purpose. It keeps the electrical impulses traveling from your brain clean, strong, and moving at lightning-fast speeds. But when your digestive tract is consistently blocked from absorbing the essential raw materials required to maintain this insulation, your body is forced to make a series of difficult structural compromises. Over months of unrecognized starvation, the protective myelin coating around your longest nerve fibers slowly begins to wear thin, fray, and degrade. Without that vital insulation, the clear electrical communication between your brain and your lower extremities begins to scatter, leak, and short-circuited. The direct result of this structural degradation is the exact physical discomfort we discussed earlier. The burning, the prickling, and the strange phantom sensations that feel precisely like advancing diabetic neuropathy. But the true danger of leaving this structural insulation frayed stretches far beyond a simple evening nuisance under the blankets. The real risk lies in how this scattered nerve communication quietly destabilizes your daily physical balance. Deep inside your feet, thousands of microscopic sensory receptors are constantly sending real-time data to your brain, informing it exactly how the floor feels beneath your feet, how your weight is shifting, and what corrections your muscles need to make to keep you upright. When the insulation on those communication lines degrades, that real-time data stream becomes severely delayed. Your brain receives a blurry, fragmented picture of where your feet actually are in space. You might begin to notice that you feel slightly unsteady when stepping onto an uneven rug, or that walking down a dimly lit hallway requires an unexpected amount of intense mental concentration. The surprising part is that many older adults never realize this loss of balance is connected to a nutrient deficiency until an accidental slip or a sudden trip occurs. The progressive deterioration of this protective nerve lining directly compromises your independent mobility, significantly increasing the long-term risk of a devastating physical fall. Fortunately, recognizing this process early opens up a direct window for meaningful structural protection. If we catch the fraying insulation before deep structural decay occurs, the nerve pathways retain an extraordinary capacity to heal, stabilize, and reinforce themselves. But before you can begin providing your nervous system with the targeted support it needs, there is a major diagnostic trap you must learn to navigate. As we move into our next section, we are going to expose a common medical misunderstanding regarding routine health screenings, explaining exactly why a standard annual blood panel can easily show a perfectly normal result, even while your peripheral nerve fibers are actively starving on a cellular level. There is an incredibly widespread belief in modern healthcare that if your routine annual blood panel comes back with a normal check mark next to your vitamin levels, your body is fully protected against any underlying nutritional shortages. It feels completely logical to trust that printed lab sheet. You see a number comfortably nestled within the reference range. Your doctor smiles and says everything looks excellent, and you go home believing that your nerve pathways are perfectly secure. But when it comes to long-term metabolic therapy after age 60, this standard assumption can lead to a highly deceptive sense of security. The truth is, a standard serum blood panel can completely mask a severe, localized cellular deficiency. What researchers found shocked even experienced clinicians, revealing that a patient's total circulating nutrient numbers can appear completely textbook normal, even while the specific tissues in their spinal cord and peripheral nerves are running dangerously low on fuel. This diagnostic illusion occurs because a standard lab test measures the total amount of a nutrient floating in your bloodstream, but it completely fails to tell your doctor how much of that nutrient is actually bioavailable, meaning how much of it can successfully pass through your cellular walls to do its vital work. To make matters even more complicated, as we celebrate our 65 or 75 milestones, our bodies naturally begin to produce higher levels of certain transport proteins that hold on to these nutrients tightly within the blood vessels. When a nutrient is locked away by these transport proteins, it shows up beautifully on a standard laboratory machine, creating a high, reassuring number on your medical chart. However, because it is trapped inside the bloodstream, it is completely unable to exit the capillaries and enter the starved nerve cells in your feet. Your nerves remain completely cut off from their fuel supply, even though your blood test claims there is a plentiful amount available. This massive diagnostic gap explains why thousands of older adults continue to experience worsening foot numbness and a drifting balance despite having completely exemplary laboratory records year after year. They are caught in an educational blind spot, treating a secondary symptom with more medications because their primary lab panel failed to sound the alarm. Before you assume your normal blood panel means you are completely cleared of risk, there is an advanced, highly sensitive clinical marker you need to know about, a specific test that measures cellular waste products instead of circulating levels, offering an undisputed look at the true health of your nervous system. We will reveal the exact name of this essential diagnostic marker in just a moment, so you can write it down for your next clinic visit. But before we get to the test itself, we must look directly into the fascinating chemistry of your lower intestine to see exactly how your daily pill creates this cellular blockade. Understanding the specific molecular tug-of-war happening inside your digestive tract is the ultimate key to unlocking the natural loophole that can restore your nerve health, protect your balance, and keep your stride strong and stable for years to come. To visualize exactly how your daily blood sugar medication creates a physical barrier in your lower digestive tract, imagine a busy commuter train station during rush hour. In a healthy body, the vital neurological compound we have been discussing, which is known scientifically as vitamin B12 or cobalamin, arrives at the intestinal wall, riding in a special protective vehicle called intrinsic factor. Together, this compound and its vehicle form a perfectly matched couple that must pass through a highly specialized turnstile in your small intestine known as the cubolin receptor gateway. Under normal conditions, this cellular turnstile requires a very specific biological token to unlock and spin freely, allowing the nutrient couple to pass safely into your bloodstream. That essential token is a single, positively charged atom of ionized calcium. When calcium is abundant at the intestinal border, it binds perfectly to the turnstile, creating a powerful magnetic attraction that pulls the vitamin B12 couple through the gateway with maximum efficiency. This elegant calcium-dependent process is exactly how your nervous system keeps its deep liver reserves completely stocked throughout your life. But when you introduce a long-term daily dose of metformin into this delicate ecosystem, the chemical environment of the intestinal wall undergoes a profound shift. The metformin molecule carries an exceptionally strong, natural positive electrical charge on its surface. As millions of these medicine molecules pass through your lower intestine day after day, they begin to crowd around the cellular turnstiles, actively repelling and displacing the ionized calcium atoms. The medication effectively glues the turnstiles shut by stripping away the calcium tokens required to make them spin. The result is a classic molecular blockade. The vitamin B12 couple arrives at the gateway perfectly healthy and ready for absorption, but because the turnstile is structurally locked by the medication, the nutrient cannot cross the border. It is simply carried past the gateway and excreted by your body, entirely unused. Month after month, this quiet, microscopic tug-of-war drains your liver's safety net, leading directly to the fraying of the myelin insulation around your nerves and creating the exact tingling and burning sensations that mimic advancing diabetic neuropathy. But one overlooked habit may matter even more than the blockade itself. Researchers later discovered that this entire process is completely reversible because the medication doesn't permanently damage or destroy the intestinal turnstiles. It simply creates a temporary, localized shortage of the vital calcium tokens. This means that if we can flood that specific intestinal border with the correct form of support, or utilize an entirely separate entry pathway that bypasses the gut turnstiles completely, we can successfully deliver the vital fuel your nerve endings are starving for. Understanding this elegant cellular mechanism completely changes your strategy for protecting your longevity. It transforms a vague, worrying health mystery into a straightforward, manageable engineering problem. Now that you know exactly how the blockade functions at the molecular level, you are fully equipped to take control of your recovery. In our very next section, we are going to look at the exact practical action steps you need to take, including the specific name of the advanced cellular lab test you should request, and a critical medication safety boundary you must never cross as you begin your journey back to complete physical stability. Now that we have uncovered the precise molecular science behind this diagnostic illusion, it is time to look at the exact action steps you can take to protect your nervous system and ensure your daily routine supports your long-term independence. The very first step on this journey involves getting an accurate look at your true cellular health. At your next routine clinic visit, rather than relying solely on a standard serum vitamin panel, you should ask your doctor to order a highly sensitive test called a methylmalonic acid panel, which is commonly abbreviated as an MMA test. The MMA test is an incredibly beautiful piece of clinical diagnostics because it functions as an early warning cellular smoke detector. When your nerve cells are genuinely starved of active vitamin B12, your body is unable to process a specific compound called methylmalonic acid, causing it to rapidly build up in your bloodstream and spill over into your urine. A high number on an MMA test provides undisputed proof that your cells are actively starving for fuel, completely cutting through the deceptive normal readings of a standard blood panel. This single test gives you and your physician the clear, accurate data needed to make highly informed decisions about your health. However, as we prepare to address these findings, we must establish an absolute, non-negotiable medication safety boundary. Before you assume you need to make sudden changes to your routine, there is something critically important you should hear. You must never, under any circumstances, stop taking or alter the dosage of your prescribed metformin without the explicit guidance of your primary care provider. This life-saving medication provides essential, vital protection for your cardiovascular system and your kidneys by keeping your systemic blood sugar stable. Stopping your medication abruptly can cause an immediate dangerous spike in your glucose numbers, which can create severe health risks that far outweigh a localized nutrient shortage. The true beauty of modern longevity science is that you never have to choose between managing your blood sugar and protecting your nerve pathways. That's where the real opportunity begins. Instead of removing your essential medication, we can utilize a brilliant anatomical loophole that completely bypasses the intestinal blockade. Later in this video, we will discuss the advanced clinical compound that health experts recommend to unlock this pathway. But before we explore that specific solution, let us look at how you can easily integrate these protective strategies into your ordinary daily schedule, using simple dietary adjustments and smart timing protocols to maximize your body's natural capacity for healing. To successfully navigate around the digestive blockade created by long-term metabolic therapy, we have to use a separate entry pathway that doesn't rely on the locked turnstiles of your small intestine. Fortunately, human anatomy provides a spectacular secondary gateway located directly under your tongue. This mucosal pathway is lined with an incredibly dense network of microscopic capillaries that can absorb specific compounds directly into your bloodstream, completely bypassing the entire stomach and small intestine. When selecting a targeted supplement to support your nerve pathways, the specific form of the nutrient you choose makes an enormous difference in your ultimate success. Most standard, low-cost store brands utilize a synthetic form of the vitamin called cyanocobalamin. While this form works perfectly well for a young, healthy digestive tract, it requires a complex, multi-step chemical conversion inside an aging body to become active, and it must pass through those exact intestinal turnstiles that your medication is quietly blocking. Instead, health experts recommend choosing a highly advanced coenzyme form known as methylcobalamin. This bioavailable form is already structurally active, meaning your nerve cells can utilize it the exact millisecond it arrives at the cellular wall. By utilizing a high-quality sublingual methylcobalamin tablet, a tiny lozenge that dissolves completely under your tongue first thing in the morning, you allow the active nutrient to flow directly into your circulation, providing an uninterrupted stream of fuel to your frayed nerve insulation without interfering with your daily pill. In addition to this smart sublingual protocol, you can easily reinforce your nerve health by introducing senior-friendly, nutrient-dense foods into your weekly meal planning. Incorporating bioavailable dietary sources such as wild-caught salmon, pasture-raised eggs, and tender grass-fed beef provides your body with a natural spectrum of supporting B-complex vitamins that reinforce cellular energy production. Many viewers say this simple combination, introducing a sublingual bioavailable compound alongside rich dietary adjustments, was the habit that made the greatest difference in clearing up their evening foot discomfort. And what about you? I would love to hear your personal thoughts and experiences below. If you've already started making healthier nutritional choices after 60, take a moment to share what has helped you most in the comments below, so we can all continue to learn from one another's experiences. The final recommendation may be the easiest one to implement, and it involves a simple adjustment to your daily timing. Clinical research suggests that if you choose to use an oral vitamin option alongside your routine prescription, separating the time you take your vitamin from the time you take your daily pill by at least 4 to 6 hours can significantly reduce the molecular tug-of-war at the intestinal wall. This simple gap gives your digestive tract ample time to process each compound cleanly. As we move forward, you might be wondering, can a nerve pathway that has been starved for years truly repair its frayed insulation? Or is this progressive numbness something we just have to live with? In our next section, we are going to look directly at the inspiring clinical proof surrounding nerve rejuvenation, exploring the exact biological timeline your body uses to restore its physical confidence and balance. One of the most profound and liberating truths of modern neurology is that your peripheral nervous system possesses a remarkable, lifelong capacity for structural renewal and cellular repair. For decades, older adults were given the discouraging message that once a nerve pathway begins to tingle or go numb, that tissue is permanently damaged and lost forever. But today, peer-reviewed clinical studies tracking nerve tissue density have shattered this old myth, demonstrating that when the underlying cause of cellular starvation is successfully resolved, your body can actively initiate a process called remyelination. Remyelination is your body's built-in repair protocol. The moment your nerve endings receive a steady, uninterrupted supply of bioavailable methylcobalamin, specialized helper cells known as Schwann cells begin working around the clock to lay down fresh, smooth layers of protective insulation along your frayed communication lines. As that vital protective coating is systematically rebuilt, the leaking electrical impulses begin to stabilize. The scattered signals are replaced by a clean, strong, rapid flow of information from your brain to your feet. This physiological restoration follows a very steady, gradual chronological timeline that rewards your daily consistency. Because peripheral nerve fibers regenerate from the center of your body outward at a natural pace of roughly 1 millimeter per day, your recovery will unfold in a beautiful step-by-step sequence. Many seniors report that the very first sign of healing is a subtle change in the temperature of their feet, a feeling that a cold, heavy numbness is slowly giving way to a warm, natural circulation. Over the following weeks, the evening burning sensations begin to diminish in intensity, and a sense of solid, predictable weight awareness returns to the soles of your shoes. This clinical reality provides an incredible sense of profound relief and deep peace of mind for anyone navigating long-term metabolic care. It means that the physical friction you are feeling under the blankets tonight is not an unfixable sentence of permanent decline. It is simply a temporary state of structural hunger that your body is fully capable of overcoming. Now that you are fully armed with the advanced lab tests, the correct bioavailable compounds, and the inspiring science of nerve repair, you are completely ready to look forward into the future. In our next section, we are going to use this scientific momentum to guide you through a powerful future self-visualization, anchoring these daily habits to a vivid picture of your continued physical freedom and long-term independent mobility. Take a deep, quiet breath for a moment and allow yourself to picture a beautiful, vivid image of your life just a few short months from now. Imagine waking up early on a bright, crisp morning, opening your eyes, and feeling completely relaxed and at peace under your blankets. Think about stretching your legs out fully across the mattress and noticing that the frustrating, burning discomfort that used to dominate your evenings has faded into a quiet, comfortable stillness. Picture yourself throwing off the duvet and swinging your legs over the edge of the bed with a profound sense of ease. As you place your feet firmly flat onto the bedroom floor, your joints feel warm, responsive, and completely unforgiving of stiffness. When you stand up completely unassisted, you don't hesitate, and you don't need to pause to wait for a wave of dizziness to pass. Your legs feel remarkably strong, steady, and securely anchored to the ground beneath you. You walk out down the hallway confidently, moving smoothly toward the kitchen without once needing to reach your hand out to steady your balance against the wall. This independent, vibrant reality is precisely what you are protecting when you choose to become an active, well-informed advocate for your own health. Every single small choice you make, whether it is requesting an advanced MMA panel at your next clinic checkup, choosing a highly bioavailable sublingual compound that safely bypasses the gut barrier, or simply taking a moment to share your personal experiences with our community, acts as a direct investment in this healthier, freer version of yourself. You are actively building a future where your physical freedom remains completely intact, allowing you to enjoy your favorite walks, garden in the yard, and share beautiful moments with the people you love without the constant nagging fear of a sudden slip or an accidental fall. Maintaining your long-term independence is not a matter of luck or genetic privilege. It is built on a foundation of evidence-based knowledge and gentle, proactive daily habits. You now possess the definitive user manual to understand exactly how your daily prescriptions interact with your nervous system over time. As we transition into our final section, we are going to activate this knowledge into an immediate, empowering resolution, prompting a vital community conversation that will help all of us stay focused, supportive, and completely confident as we walk this path of vibrant longevity together. As we bring this educational journey to a close, remember that the ultimate goal of understanding your body's internal chemistry is to transform that knowledge into safe, confident, and proactive daily action. By learning how a highly common daily prescription can create a hidden biological illusion in your lower extremities, you have taken a massive step away from passive frustration and moved directly into an empowered state of patient advocacy. You now have the exact clinical terms and evidence-based strategies you need to collaborate meaningfully with your medical provider. To help our community anchor these new insights right now, let us open up a vital conversation down in the comments section below. I would love for everyone in our longevity circle to report back right now and answer a simple question. Based on your own health journey, how many years have you been taking your daily prescription, and which of the subtle sensory warning signs we covered today, whether it's evening burning, cold toes, or an uncertain balance, is the one you are most looking forward to addressing? Leave your thoughts down below, because reading one another's experiences provides an incredible amount of mutual encouragement and helps all of us age with absolute confidence. If the peer-reviewed data and practical loopholes we explored today gave you a true sense of clarity, if it answered long-standing questions you've been wondering about, or if it gave you the personal confidence to advocate for your independent mobility, please take a brief moment right now to give this video a thumbs up. Sharing this information helps the algorithm deliver these vital educational tools to thousands of other seniors who might be struggling with the exact same diagnostic puzzle. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community, because our primary mission is to bring you the highest quality, research-backed longevity insights in a way that is fully accessible, practical, and truly life-changing. In our next longevity breakdown, we are going to expose another critical medication interaction that most clinics fail to mention, uncovering the specific daily cholesterol therapies that can quietly drain your muscle tissue of cellular energy and revealing the simple nutritional key that can restore your physical strength from home. You are definitely not going to want to miss that important safety analysis, so keep an eye out for its release. Until then, remember to protect your daily routine, celebrate your small wins, and know that your nerve pathways possess an extraordinary capacity for renewal. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you right down there in the comments section. This video is for educational and informational purposes only, and is not intended as individual medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Long-term blood sugar management and neurological health should always be carefully personalized based on your complete medical history, current health status, and concurrent prescriptions. Never adjust, discontinue, or alter the dosage of any prescribed medication without first consulting with a qualified healthcare professional. The information presented is grounded in peer-reviewed clinical research available at the time of production, but should never replace professional, face-to-face medical care with your own primary physician.